All right, let's talk about the IELTS listening test, but forget just studying for it. Today, we're building your playbook, your game plan, to absolutely conquer it. It's all about working smarter, not just burning yourself out. And honestly, the whole strategy, it all comes down to this one kind of weird question. How can 30 seconds of silence become your secret weapon? Sounds crazy, right? Well, the answer is the key play in our entire strategy. But before we get to that, we gotta know what we're up against. So first things first, let's scout the battlefield. See, the IELTS listening test, it's not just about how good your English is. Nope, it's a whole different beast. It's a game with its own rules, its own pace, and, you guessed it, its own traps, all designed to see if you can keep your cool under pressure.
And look, if you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by this test, you are not alone. I mean, it's designed to be tricky. But here's the good news. Every single challenge has a weak spot. And today, we're going to find it and exploit it.
So what are these hurdles? Well, you've got a whole mix of accents coming at you. British, American, Australian, you name it. The speakers can talk really fast. And you get this feeling, this pressure, that you have to understand every single word, all while trying to figure out a bunch of different question types. But don't worry, our playbook, it has a counterattack for every single one of these.
Okay, so how do we fight back against all that? We start by cracking the code. And this is the most important thing I'm going to tell you. For all its tricks, this test is super predictable. I'm talking it follows the exact same blueprint every single time. Check this out. It's always broken down into 4 parts. It starts easy with something like a simple chat between 2 people. Think booking a hotel room. Then, section 2 is one person talking in a social setting, maybe a tour guide giving a little speech. Section 3 is where it gets tougher. You'll hear a few people talking about something academic. And it all wraps up with section 4, a full-on academic lecture. See? The difficulty goes up, step by predictable step. No curveballs. So knowing that structure, that's your foundation. But now you need the tools to build on it. And this is where we get into your universal toolkit. These are the skills that are going to work on pretty much any question in any part of the test. Tool number 1, and honestly the most important one, key words. Before you even hear a single word of the recording, you need to scan those questions and underline the key words. You know, the nouns, the verbs, the what, where, when. Think of these as your road signs. This isn't just busy work. It's about telling your brain exactly what to listen for, so you don't get lost in all the noise. Okay, this leads us to a huge trap. It's called the synonym trap. Listen closely. The test will almost never use the exact same words in the audio that you see written in the question. They're not testing if you can match words. They're testing if you understand the meaning. So if the question says disadvantage, you've got to be listening for words like problem or drawback. It's basically a sneaky vocabulary test.
And here's a rule you absolutely, positively cannot break. Pay attention to the instructions. If it says no more than 3 words and you write 4 words, your answer is wrong, period, even if the information is perfect. This is the easiest way to throw away points, so please, always check that word limit.
All right, toolkit, check. Now, let's put this stuff into practice. It's time to run some plays and see how these tools work on the most common question types you're going to face on test day.
First up, we've got completion questions. You've seen these before, filling in the blanks on a form or in some notes or a summary. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to be a detective and listen for that one specific missing piece of info. So let's look at this example order form. By underlining keywords like place, date, and cost, you're basically giving your brain a heads up. You're not just sitting there waiting for sound. No, you're actively hunting for a place, a date, and a price. You're actually predicting what kind of answer you need before the audio even starts. Game changer, right?
All right, next up, the classic multiple choice. Yes, this is where the test designers get to have a little fun setting traps for anyone who's just listening for matching words.
And I cannot stress this enough. Just because you hear a word from one of the options does not mean it's the right answer. Those are called distractors, and they are everywhere. The speaker will probably mention something about option A, B, and C. Your job is to listen beyond the specific words and figure out the true meaning of what's being said.
Okay, take a look at this. It's from a tough Section 4 lecture. The speaker might say something like, a survey found that a whopping 48% of staff hardly ever wear their safety gear, while a tiny 8% always do. Now, if the question asks what the majority of staff do, the answer isn't always wear, even though you heard those words crystal clear. See? It's a classic trap.
Okay, let's bring it all home. This is the final, most powerful play in our book. Remember that question from the beginning? We're going back to it now. It's time to reveal the winning move. How to use those precious few seconds of silence before the audio starts.
You get about 30 seconds. 30 seconds to look at the questions before the talking begins. And you know what? Most people just waste it. They sit there nervously waiting, but not you. For you, this is the most critical moment of the entire test. This is go time. This is when you launch your strategy.
So here's exactly what you're going to do. A 30-second countdown. The first 10 seconds, your eyes dart straight to the instructions. Find that word limit. The next 15 seconds, you are a keyword underlining machine. Just scan and mark. And in the last 5 seconds, you make quick predictions for the first few questions. Okay, that one's probably a name, that one's a number. This simple routine, it transforms you from a passive listener into an active hunter. So, look, if you only remember one thing from all this, let it be this. The IELTS listening test is not about understanding every single word. It's not. It's about using the questions as a treasure map to find the exact pieces of information you're looking for.
You see, this isn't just a test of your English, it's a test of your strategy. So the next time you're sitting in that exam room and you hear that silence, you'll know exactly what to do. You've got 30 seconds. The clock is ticking. Are you ready?